We're doing it, folks. We have reached the last 10 games for the N64 in Japan. I thought we'd do a bunch of Mario games. Let's actually start off. Oh, I didn't realize I had done this. I thought I pooled all the Mario games together. But actually, we have here the first 2 games that released for the Nintendo 64 in Japan. We have Super Mario 64 here on the left, and we have Saikyo Habushogi. It's a shogi game, a Japanese chess game. Let's start off. Yeah, Yoshiharu Habu's Japanese chess for advanced players. I actually, this is not a new copy, but I saw in Super Potato in Osaka, they had a full shipping crate full of these things back in 2012, 2013. The wild time back then, back when video games were sort of starting to become collectible. Look, this guy had a whole game made for him. Excellent, apparently master Japanese chess player. Oh my God, what is even this? What is even this? Oh, is this just a list? Official matches. This is just a list of all of his shogi matches. How exciting, how exciting. It's 1996. The next generation of 3D games are coming down. Here's the Hagaki. This was included in most games at the time, but is not necessary to be considered complete. This is just a little survey card that you would fill out. It's also got what here? Let's see, Shogi. This is just about the Shogi Association, the Shogi Alliance. Yes, of course, again, don't touch your sweaty hand to the electrical contacts. And what is this? What is this here? This is interesting. Oh, this is, apparently someone, there were a bunch of mistakes. So eager were they to get out Saikyo Habushogi that they made. That's a lot of mistakes, my dudes. They actually got so many things wrong. No, it was a first, launch game for the N64. Only inevitable that there are going to be some hiccups in the release of the game. So let's put Saikyo Habushogi away. Let's put you in the box. Let's get you in the box. Oh boy. The boxes are just so big. It's very hard to get your hand around it, if you know what I mean. Let's move that over there. Super Mario 64. Classic. I recently played this and cleared it as a part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. Although I will say, again, controversial opinions in almost all of these videos. I believe that Super Mario Sunshine is the superior game. I would much rather play Super Mario Sunshine than I would at Super Mario 64. Remember, this was some people's first time playing a game in 3D. This was revelatory. There's actually videos out there of E3 where they reveal Super Mario 64, and people are literally gasping when they see what is possible in terms of a 3D space. Remember, it was 1996. So the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation were about a year and a half old at this point. So there were definitely 3D games out there, like Panzer Dragoon, for example. I think that's the big one that I think of when I think of 3D games from 1995. But none of them were on the level of Super Mario 64. And even to this day, I still feel that there are still few games that can compare to Super Mario 64. The one that exceeds it, I believe, is Super Mario Sunshine. And again, you can fight me. Move that away. Moving towards more recent games. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, Roboto Ponkotsu. I think that's what it is. Nanatsu no Nami no Karameru. Yeah, a weird Pokemon kind of ripoff. This was released in the Pokemon craze. You collect a bunch of little robots. You train them up, you upgrade them. As far as I remember, I know I've put time into this game. I don't know if I ever actually ended up reviewing it or not. But yeah, it's more or less just trying to be Pokemon. Looks like there's a couple mini games. I don't remember ever getting to those mini games. I remember the basic fighting mechanics. But you're riding around on a boat. Oh yeah, and then you can there's Game Boy functionality. There is a Game Boy version of this game. It's okay. It's not terrible. I don't want to, I'll say with a lot of these games, it's certainly not bad. A game that I have strange feelings about is Diddy Kong Racing. Especially when you try and play it with 4 people and the music cuts off because the N64 couldn't handle it. It needed that the RAM or whatever, the computing power to switch over to actually being able to render 4 screens at once. A technical marvel, to be sure. And I think pretty challenging. One of the better racers for the system. Is it as good as Episode 1 Racer? No, I don't believe so. But I would say if I was going to get 4 people together, would I play this over Mario Kart? I don't know. I don't know if I could say that I would play this over Mario Kart. What I'd say differentiates the two is that Mario Kart is very straightforward. It's very racy. But Diddy Kong Racing introduces like the silver coins. It's not as item dependent, but then it's got the bosses. I think it's a better single player game. I'll be honest. Diddy Kong Racing is the better single player game, but I think if I had friends over, I think I'd rather play Mario Kart 64. Here we get Choro Q64 by Takada. This is actually not a Japanese exclusive, I believe. Choro Q2 is. Choro Q, I believe, came out in the PAL territories, possibly Australia. You got rockets, like sort of a miniature car, battle-y kind of racing game. Lots of cool courses. It's been a long time since I've opened up this manual. But it's one of those things where it's just another sort of the problem is that when you put it alongside the 20 other racing games that came out for the Nintendo 64, it's just another one. Just another one. I'm sure somebody, if you have fond memories of Choro Q64, I'd love to hear about them because I unfortunately do not. Put that over. Next, we have Mario Tennis, which I think is single-handedly responsible for teaching me how tennis works for all players hoping to touch the true entertainment. I believe that's also the tagline for Mario Golf. Mario Golf and Mario Tennis actually getting me into very sort of rich person's posh sports. Because without Mario Tennis or Mario Golf, I'd have no idea how tennis or golf actually worked. Mario Tennis, by the way, great game. Great game. Rented this a lot when I was a kid. Rented this and Mario Golf a lot. Didn't own them because I figured I wasn't going to actually get that much out of the games. Because, you play it for a couple hours. You play it for a weekend. You've had your fun. Oh, here are the inserts. Oh, where is this going? Is this going to Nintendo? Yeah, this is going to Nintendo. So, Kyoto Shi Higashiyama Yumin Kyoku. Yep. Oh, it's a P.O. box in Kyoto. I wonder if they still operate that P.O. box. It'd be really funny. It'd be really funny to send some letters there and see if anybody actually responded. Actually, that gets me thinking. Back when I was in middle school, I actually wrote Nintendo. I actually sent them a letter. It was part of an exercise. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. We've got Mario Story here. I believe I purchased this at Super Potato in Osaka. I was just so in awe that you could actually get this in complete in box format because the American version is very hard to find and the cartridge is very expensive. But I remember paying $20 for this and that was expensive at the time. I didn't realize how easy. This is like a $10 game in Japan. But of course, when you're buying it from Super Potato, it's going to be very expensive. So I actually was in this like weird computer class, or it was sort of like I don't even like it. It was such a weird class. This was like, middle school in the early 2000s. They're all about like, oh, we need to prepare the students for the real world. And back in the early 2000s, that meant you need to learn how to write a letter to a company. And so I wrote to Nintendo in Washington and I told them, I was like, hey, Wind Waker that's coming out? I actually think it looks pretty good. I don't think you should buy into what people are saying that it looks like crap. I'm really excited for Wind Waker. And I got a response. They actually mailed me back. They mailed me back and they were like, oh yeah, people are saying it looks pretty good. We're really excited to put it out. I wish I had kept that letter. That would have been cool. I don't have it anymore, but I have the memory at least, which is something. Here we got Mario Party 2. So look at this. We've got Mario Party 2 and 3. Complete in box. These are less than $10 in Japan. I know the cartridges in America are at least $50. But here we've got them complete in box. Mario Party 2. I actually just, in one of the recent videos that I put out, I showed, oh no! Oh, Modi! Or Odie? Oh man, no, it's not Modi. It's got to have the third one. It's been written upon. It's been besmirched. Oh! Oh! Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Happy Mini Games collection. I might need to... Oh, man. I think I might have a double of this. Gotta go find that. Happy Mini Games collection. Oh, wow. Oh, it's got a little intro to all of the mini games in here. Otakara, the treasure sub. What is this? Panaru, changey, panel change. Fura Fura, Recordo. Slot racing. Oh, slot car racing. Oh, that might be my favorite mini game. I love the slot car racing in this game. So good. So good. Oh, and it's got this weird old game scent to it. Whenever you open up old games, you just get this weird whiff. Oh, look at Donkey Kong. What's going on there, Donkey Kong? You're like wearing wizard robes. What's going on there? Oh, look at Weege. Weege is my favorite character. He's what? If I'm playing a Mario Party game, I'm playing as Weege. You think you can play as Weege when you're at my house? Get out of here. Next we go to Super Mario Party 3. I would say Super Mario Party 3 is where the game started going off the rails. When they started adding too many things, there's a lot of feature creep, and it ended up in Super Mario Party 4, which I think is the worst Mario Party. There's like too much going on. It's so boring, especially when you're playing by yourself, because when you're like me and you don't have any friends, you end up just getting bogged down by like 34 things happening per turn to each person, that it's just like, look at how big this manual is. This is a party game. I shouldn't need all this explanation for a party game. It does include the different mini games, so it's not terrible. They put it all in one. But it's just like, you just gotta, and you know, the other thing is that when you're playing these games, actually, and you've got to do the practice round with everyone, so you make sure everyone's got a fair shot and actually understands the games. It's like, come on, make the games easier. That's why the new Mario Party that came out for the Switch, yes, that's the direction that the series should have gone. Mario Party 5, by the way, for the GameCube, actually pretty good. We're going to end with Lode Runner 3D. This is the final game that I will show for the Nintendo 64. We have seen every other Nintendo 64 game released in Japan. Quite a milestone. Don't think anyone's ever been crazy enough on YouTube to actually do this. And maybe I should have shown something bigger than Lode Runner 3D. But we had to end somewhere, didn't we? Didn't we? Yeah, that's it. Rather anticlimactic. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Here's a couple more inserts. The Hagaki, this is going to Tokyo. And then we've got no sweaty hands. Which you probably are going to have sweaty hands after you've been playing the freaking Mario Party games. Mario Party 3, Mario Party 2. We've got some, we've seen some great games. Some not so great games. But that's it. That is, I want to say, probably 200 games, or it's like just under 200 games were released for the Nintendo 64 in Japan. And you have now seen, I'm pretty sure, I'm actually going to catalog all of my games after this, but I am pretty sure you have seen every single cartridge game released for the Nintendo 64. If you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/jcontra, where you will see exclusive Japanese game hunting content, and you will be able to vote in polls that will determine the future of the channel. I've got way more games to show you. That's just my N64 collection. Probably in the next few days, I'm going to be filming my PlayStation collection, and that's a ton of games. So I hope you look forward to those videos. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the Nintendo 64. I have been your man out of Japan, Jay Contra. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.